Let's go back on page number 2 of your textbook and code case 17, coronary artery bypass. So the first thing we need to determine here is the main term to use in the index, which has to be root operation, root procedure type, or common procedure name. In our case, we do have a root operation that we can use, which is bypass. So we type in bypass in our search box and click on the B in our bookmark. Try to maximize the screen so we can see. Click next. The system finds bypass, which we have a choice between the by body system or by body part. We know that based on definitions of ICD-10 PCS, coronary artery is a body part, so we try to find coronary artery. Now we have a choice between 4, 3, and 2 sites. In our case, the patient received 3 saphenous vein graft, so it's 3 sites. Now we arrive to the table. We need to make a choice about the body part character. We see that there are multiple rows with the same choices here, which is in our case is coronary artery with 3 sites. So we need to eliminate other rows by looking at the approach. In this case, we know that the procedure was open, so we only have 2 rows left here. We can actually eliminate one more row by looking at the device. In our case, the patient received saphenous graft autologous, so we make a choice for number 9 here for the device, which eliminates this row here. So we only have 1 row left, and we know that this was a aortocoronary bypass graft, so aorta is our qualifier. In this case, they also performed a cardiopulmonary bypass, which is a technique to take over the function of the heart and the lungs. They use a special machine to do that. So this is not a bypass per se by itself. So it's a machine that takes over the function of a body system. So in the ICD-10 language, that's referred to as extracorporeal. So I'm gonna go under the section and try to find the main term in our index. So look up extracorporeal. The system finds the term for us here. Now we need to make a choice between assistance, performance, and the restoration. These are defined in our notes and the root operation for section 0 through 9. So performance is what we need in our case because the machine takes over the entire function of the heart and the lung. So we're going to look up performance here in the index. We click next, and the system finds performance by function. We know that it's the function's output of cardiac, so we click on the cardiac here, and we have the table where we need to make a choice for body system. In this case, we have 3 rows, but by choosing the duration of the cardiopulmonary bypass, we can eliminate 2 rows. So we know that the cardiopulmonary bypass is continuous during the entire procedure, so we only have 1 row left. So the duration is continuous. The function here is output, and the qualifier we only have 1 choice. So we have continuous, output, and no qualifier. By putting all the procedures together in this case, we have 2 procedures. One is 0212009W for the cabbage, and we have one for the cardiopulmonary bypass, which is 5A1221Z.